section, I am going to discuss the fundamental concept of crystal geometry. This topic I have divided into several subtopics such as crystal, lattice, motif, 7 crystal systems, 14 previous lattices and Miller indices. So I will begin with the crystal and lattice. These two are related concepts, but very often we may feel confused if the distinction is not made clear. So I will spend some time to have very clear distinction between crystal and lattice. Once this is clear to us, then I will take third term, that is motif, and I will try to establish a correlation between crystal and lattice with the help of motif. Then once we have the understanding of crystal and lattice, I will start explaining the classification of this lattice into 7 crystal systems and 14 previous lattices. And I will end this section by discussing Miller indices of planes and directions.
Let's begin with the definition of crystal. Generally, we define crystal as a three-dimensional periodic arrangement of atoms in a space. To understand this concept, I have taken the model of common salt. In this model, red atoms are of sodium and blue ones are chlorine. Now, what we mean by three-dimensional periodic arrangement? If you look at the model, we find chlorine and sodium atoms are repeating in each direction at equal intervals. If we follow the cube H, we witness the chlorine atom at the start. This is followed by sodium atom at a specific distance, and we again find another chlorine atom at a same distance after sodium atom. If we continue along the edge of cube, we get atomic arrangement of chlorine, sodium, chlorine, sodium, chlorine, and so on. Now, look at the face diagonal of cube. Along the face diagonal, we see all atoms of chlorine at equal intervals. If we focus on adjacent face diagonal, we observe repetition of sodium atoms. This arrangement of sodium and chlorine atom is true for all the directions of model. Thus, common salt has three-dimensional periodic arrangement of atoms, which makes this common salt as a crystalline material. Now, we are going to explore the another related concept, that is lattice. So, what is lattice and how lattice is different from crystal? In simple words, lattice is a three-dimensional periodic arrangement of points in a space. So, the exact difference between crystal and lattice depends on what is being considered, whether we are considering points or atoms. Otherwise, crystal and lattice both are three-dimensional periodic arrangements.
Now it is clear to us that crystal is a physical object because it contains atom or a group of atoms, and it possesses physical properties like mass, density and conductivity. Whereas in case of lattice, it contains only points, which makes it only a geometrical concept and because of which it do not have any physical property. Now let's understand the further terms related to the crystal geometry.